Alabama about to kick off to get things started. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Come on, set. They'll run it to the right side. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep third downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on first down.
Here we go. Razor. Gonna run it. It's Allen. And they try the middle of this defense, and that is not happening.
This defense has got some monsters up front. Individual athleticism. You see guys winning their one-on-ones. They're getting pushed. They're swimming the offensive lineman and then converging on the running back.
4-2 Spider. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming.
Well, they try to throw for it there on 3rd down on the opening drive of the game. They don't get it, but let's punt the ball away. Let's trust our defense. And, guys, let's also trust this home field advantage and the crowd to get loud and make it real difficult on our opponent.
And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. A 1st down for the offense. The give from the gun. Just ran him over. They finally get him on the ground, but the big running play moves the change for the 1st down.
Well, the offense knew what they needed to get that 1st down, so they dial up the running play, and they get just enough to keep the drive alive.
They'll give it to him again. And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop.
You know, runs like this oftentimes are like a boxer in a boxing match. Obviously, it's not a knockout punch, but these are body blows. And as the game goes on, these small gains are going to...
And the ball is intercepted. Going the other way, and he's got room. And with the interception, he'll take it all the way back. Touchdown, Orange. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught. And he didn't. The pick 6.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too. Now, look at this. I show you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might school him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job of making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back, man.
And the returner goes down. Here comes that Alabama offense. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick 6, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick 6 and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out and not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
From the gun, running back on the move. Tackled at the 28. It's a pickup of 5. If you're going to play Bama tough, you're going to find out really early if you can handle the running game.
They're going to check your chin. I mean, they're going to come in and they're going to give you a steady diet of it. Even when they've had great quarterback play and spread the ball out, it's still a physical principle. They're going to make you stop the run. If you can't stop it, it could be a long game.
Nice run there on 1st down. You know, this is a running back that gets better as the game goes on. So they're going to want to make sure they keep feeding him the football, let him get lathered up.
Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. A little pre-snap eye candy for the defense. He's going to run it. How about that nice run from this junior quarterback?
Well, he does a really nice job buying time, and I love the awareness there, understanding no one's open downfield, knowing where the sticks are, and he's able to use his athleticism to get that 1st down.
Quarterback on the keeper. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
Nice job there by the QB on the zone read because he's watching the D lineman and he knows he has to keep the football, and then he right away takes it upfield to get some positive yards.
To throw, it's Milroe. Looking deep down the right side. And he's got it at the 15-yard line. They finally make the stop, but what a way to end this first quarter after that fantastic play.
Syracuse 7, Alabama 0.
They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. Wide receiver shows motion. The receiver on the jet sweep. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal.
And I don't care if I get it by 2, by 20, by 30, by 40. I just want to get the first down, understanding the situation, understanding where the sticks are. Doesn't have to be sexy, but I got to make sure I get to that stick, get to the first down mark.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Well, you live by the blitz, you die by the blitz. That time, the defense called it at the perfect time. The linebacker able to make the stop on a short gain.
And from the offense's perspective, that's probably making a little something out of nothing. On 2nd down, wants to throw it. Gets away from one. And he sprints to the end zone. Touchdown tie. There have been miniseries, novels, movies, long-form plays that have been over in shorter period of time than that drive. That was a marathon.
And that's just so frustrating when you're a defensive guy, time and time again, trying to get the stops, and they just keep making the plays, and they punch it in for a touchdown. Demoralizing.
And they pick up the extra point. Kicker knocked it right down the middle. An 84-yard drive there, and close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. He'll call for the fair catch here. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. 3:25. Use the play fake. Now to throw. That's reeled in. It's Allen. The clock has stopped, and we've reached the 2-minute warning before halftime. And now on 2nd down for this offense. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. Dropping back, it's McCord. Fires to the big fella. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. The modest gain on the completion really shows why you want to run the zone, make them execute, and rally to the ball.
100%. Zone eyes on the quarterback. I see him throw the football, break on it, go make tackles, live to fight another down.
Using the quick game. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
And you got to love the versatility of the big fella. You can put him in the box and let him block big defensive linemen, or you put him in the slot and you throw him the football and have success.
Back to the air one more time. Quick strike complete. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down. A new set of downs after the completion. Out of the gun, the inside give. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Grabbed on the outside. It's Gadsden. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
This is a tight end that not only is going to play with his hand in the ground, but he can line up in the slot as well and attack the defense vertically. He's too fast for linebackers to cover, and he's too big for DBs to cover. He's a real weapon in this offense.
From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And a great job by the linebacker. You could tell starting to crowd the line of scrimmage, get up there in the line of scrimmage, see it, diagnose it, get in the backfield, get the running back on the ground for the tackle for the loss.
On fourth down, they're taking to the air. He's got a first down and maybe a lot more.
Well, it's a heck of being conservative, right? I mean, that essentially would have just been a chip shot field goal with where they were on that fourth down. But they decide to go for it, throw it. They're looking for 6. They're going for a touchdown. They are being aggressive.
To the air, it's McCord. And it's picked off at the goal line. That's a way to make a stand. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Defensive backs have tough jobs. I mean, you think about whether you play nickel, whether you play dime, whatever it is, you put more DBs on the field. It's more speed. It's more guys that can cover, but they also got to cover that ground. But to cover the ground and make the pick, a lot of times you don't see that. Superb effort by that guy.
Crosses the 30. He's got a lane. Open runway ahead. Quarterback gets the first down. Inside the 10. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Crimson Tide.
And that is exactly what you want from your offense. Man, late in the half, you want to execute and then punch it in physically on the ground, take the lead going into the half, take all the momentum. Nice execution on the drive by that offense.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. They got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering. Fair catch called for and made. The Syracuse offense heads back onto the field. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be conservative. We're a little bit down. Listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here. We're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the first half, try and generate some momentum, score some points before going into halftime.
He's looking to throw it. Extending the play. Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be second down.
Well, as a quarterback, when you get to the outside, you know you don't have all day to throw it. You've got these defenders. They are coming. They're running at you hard. So you've got to do a better job getting the ball out quicker. That hit forced the incompletion.
Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. Fires to the wideout. Right through his hands. You just have to make that catch, and it'll be third down.
Hopefully that's not going to affect the quarterback's confidence going back to this guy later. That was a catch he should have made. He dropped it. Let's see what the QB does moving forward.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Pocket trying to get behind the defense. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that third down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
They're throwing for it on fourth down. He's not afraid to go deep. And that ball is picked off. Got some room to run. And the defender is tackled, and that's how we'll run out the first half. All lined up and ready to go for a great second half ahead. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the third quarter.
And you just know the offensive line was telling their coordinator, put this on us. Let us continue to go out there, push these guys around. We can put this game on our back and end this thing by running the ball.
And this is a manhood question for this defense. Like, as a defensive lineman, and you're pounding the rock, like, I got to physically rise to this challenge. This defense has to play more inspired and more physical in the second half.
And he got enough for the first down, but somebody put the hit stick upside his head. It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
Well, this offense came into the game knowing they wanted to be physical. They wanted to establish the line of scrimmage, and they're running downhill right at this defense, and they're churning out positive yardage early.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Stop is made at the 36, but he picked up 10 on that one and has a fresh set of downs.
In halftime in this locker room, there was a lot of positive things to talk about. You got the lead, but you know what else will be positive, Palmer? Get the running game going early in this second half.
You're absolutely right here, and I think this coaching staff is going to try to put this game...
Lets it fly deep downfield. He snares it in the end zone. Touchdown, Alabama! The offense strikes again to extend its lead here in the second half.
And they got everything working. How great is this? You extend your lead, now you get your defense back on the field. Great job taking advantage of the situation and building on that lead.
And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. A very efficient 5-way scoring drive. And they get it into the end zone on a 36-yard touchdown pass. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. The Orange have the ball back and ready to go to work. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
They're trying to get to him. And is knocked away and incomplete. The defensive back staying in phase and batting it away.
All right, you've dug yourself a little bit of a hole offensively. You know you're going to have to throw it here in the second half. You're going to have to make sure, though, you do a better job up front with your pass pro. You got to keep your quarterback standing upright.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays. But sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well. But if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. Trying to show their strength with the run on 4th down. And he's brought to the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down. Syracuse has a really nice drive going. Going up top on 1st down. He's going to throw deep right side. Pulls it in inside the 10. He stopped just short of the goal line, but they'll have it 1st and goal from the 1. Syracuse right back at it. Looking for a man. It's McCord. Takes the easy completion. Touchdown, Cuse! And they made it to the house where they found that 6 points waiting on them. Got to start cutting into this lead somewhere. Now the question, will they have enough time?
But that's step one. You got to get that first score. You got to get back in the ball game and get some of that momentum back on your side. You still got more work to do, but step one accomplished.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. Here comes that Alabama offense. And David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels and you back them off a little bit, you get in a little bit of rhythm, it's really hard to stop, Jesse, and they're going to try to do it again right here.
And if you're this play caller, you're loving what's happening right now because everything you dialed up on that last drive ended up working out. You're just looking at your play sheet. Everything you're picking is working. Let's see if they can pull it off again here.
Safe completion on the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. Now facing a third down as they line up after the break. Scanning the field, it's Milroe. Fires to the right. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Hits the accelerator to the right. And he slipped through the crowd and he'll house it. Touchdown, Bama!
When you have so many playmakers on offense like they do, they can score quickly. You just saw it right there.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the fourth. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they get it done with a big play, a 76-yarder for the score. From inside the 15, here's the return. Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. The Syracuse offense heads back onto the field. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down. Syracuse right back at it. Trying to find his man on first down. And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
Defense doing a great job watching the quarterback's eyes and breaking on the ball. They already have 2 picks in the game, and they swat that one away. They are doing an awesome job in coverage.
He wants to pass it on second down. Steps away to find some room. He'll let it go down the right side. And they can't hook up, going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down.
Yeah, and I think you know the situation as a defender, and you know you're up by a score, and you know exactly what's going on with the offense. They got to make some big plays here in the fourth quarter. Nice job playing the deep ball, staying deep.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a fourth down.
And now such a tough situation. Late in this game, you're trailing, but now it's 4th and long. Like, it's one thing if it's 4th and short. This makes it even more difficult. You got to have something dialed up you feel really great about.
On fourth down, going to the air. Makes the grab, and it's plenty for the first down. They'll mark him down right there, but it is a big play, and they'll move the chains. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we see miracles in college football all of the time, and they could use one here. Looking downfield, it's McCord. Fires to the right. Oh, did he find a hole in the defense? He stopped just short of the goal line at the 1. An explosive play has him set up. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. Keeping it on the ground on first and goal. And they just tried to slam it in from the doorstep, but they went nowhere, and it'll be marked down at the 1. He's looking for a man on second down. Touchdown, Syracuse. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And that's step one. Great job by this offense getting in the end zone. Now you got to go get the stop. You got to get the football back. You got to find a way to do something to create a turnover, get an onside, to get the football back, to get back in this football game.
And he tacks on the extra point. Trailing by a touchdown here in the fourth, they'll try to get it back with the onside kick. And in that scramble, they're going to come out of there with the football, and they get the onside kick and take possession right back. The Orange have the ball back and ready to go to work. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
But it was a nice job in play calling, too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waiting moments. That could be a costly play. Now the offense has to overcome the negative play after the defense comes up with a sack. Looking to throw on second down. Pressure coming. He'll pull it down. Nice job of avoiding the sack and picking up a few on the run.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this game.
Got it on the outside. It's Gadsden.
Yeah, this defense is good. Plan for this tight end, especially when he lines up in the slot, because there's a lot of different routes he can run, and because of his size and his wingspan, he's very, very difficult to cover.
So he took a chance by using a timeout on the challenge, and it comes back to bite him. We'll see if he needs that timeout later. Trailing by a touchdown, this fourth down opportunity is gargantuan. Desperate to convert, and he'll throw it. Finds his man, and they convert. And he gets out of bounds to stop the clock. They've got a first down. They're in plus territory, and they've got a chance to win the game. New set of downs after that completion. 42. To the ground with the back. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. Wants to throw. It's McCord trying to get to it. And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game. The offense gets a quick timeout. At this point, every second is precious. This is a 3rd and long. Quarterback checking off. On 3rd and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. No hesitation at all. The offense stays on the field. They'll go for it. Gotta have it here on 4th down. The throw. Finds him out of the backfield.
And that is the advantage of having versatility at the running back position, right? It's 4th down. Everyone in the stadium thinks he's going to get the handoff, but because of his ability to catch the football, he's a weapon in the passing game. And on a critical down distance like that, comes up with a huge first down.
Timeout called by the offense. 24 seconds left on the clock. 8-yard pickup on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and short.
29 Philly. Gorilla.
He's looking to throw. Quickly complete. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense. 1st and goal from the 7. He's looking to pass. He caught it. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1. They get the timeout called. 11 seconds remaining to play. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Dropping back, it's McCord. Fires into the end zone. And the pass is caught for a touchdown. And it looks as if we could be headed to overtime.
Man, this place is going nuts. Your offense comes through in the clutch when you need it. Great job. Now, baby, free football. Let's kick the extra point and go to overtime.
And now they've decided to go for two. A gutsy call, and the game likely to be decided right here. He wants to throw it. He's got it. They convert the two, and they take the lead here in the fourth. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. It was capped off by a 1-yard touchdown pass. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Got to get everybody lined up quickly. Time winding away. They've got to push the ball down the field. These corners backing off a bit. Comes out throwing on first down. Shoots it to the left. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining. Got to move quickly here. They need to get it to field goal range. He's looking for an open man on second down. The pass is incomplete, and 1 second is left. They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. On third down, going up top. Trying to make magic with his feet. Oh, look out. There he goes. They'll bring him down as he bulks up those numbers, but not the most important one, as they'll come up short in this game. Well, how about this one? A fun one. These guys came in as underdogs, and they walk out as the winner.
They didn't care they were unranked. That's not what they were worried about. Oh, this team's ranked. They weren't looking at them any different. They were looking in to come in and get the W and execute. Great job believing they could come, Jesse, and knock them off.
Yeah, you're right, David. This team came in with something to prove, and they knew they had a national audience that was going to be paying attention to this game. What a great job going out under the lights, big-time stage against a ranked opponent, and really putting their A game out there on the field.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.